Hi, this is Paulo from the MB Academy, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create the main bass from BREAK's remix of the track Hard Noize by Dillinjah. So this is the original. And this is our recreation. Versus the original. So it's pretty close. But before we get started, only 50% of the people who watch our videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking one of our videos and find it useful, consider subscribing. It's free and it helps us build more free content for you in the future. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So the first bass that we're going to take a look at is the low layer, which sounds like this. Now this preset is inside our newest preset pack bundle, Bristol Tech. So if you want 100 more sounds like this in this style, I encourage you to check this pack out. The link is in the description below. So I'm just gonna deconstruct this preset for you, and then we're gonna head into the next part of the sound. And so let's take a deep dive into this preset. First, we're gonna go into the effects, and we're gonna turn every single effect off. Let's start with the EQ. As we can see, there's a bit of extra movement in the EQ, and it's being modulated with LFO number 3. And it adds that vocal type of movement into the preset. So that's what the EQ is doing. Next we have a compressor. Looks like it's just adding a little bit of gain. Then we have the chorus adding a little bit of movement below 1700 Hertz. Then we have distortion, which is bringing more harmonics into the sound. Next we have hyper and dimension, which is just adding a little bit of a stereo feel into the sound. And then we have the filter, which is simply filtering all of the unnecessary highs that we need, because this is meant to be a low layer. And then we have oscillator B, which is one of the stereo layers of this sound. And then oscillator A is the mono layer of this sound. And then we have the sub. So the wavetable on oscillator A is here in the spectral section. It's REMIX number 4. And this is the movement that is in the wavetable. We also have a bend warping mode. And it kind of changed the format of the sound. Now on oscillator B, we also have Monster 9 here in the spectral section. And we have a bend minus warping mode. And all of this is just to change slightly the tone of the sound. So let's just build the preset back again. Turn on oscillator A, then the filter, getting rid of all of the high frequencies. Then some hyper, adding a bit of a stereo feel. Distortion, adding more harmonics into this filter bass. Adding some chorus. The compressor for gain. And then an EQ for an extra bit of filtering and movement. And so there we have the low part of the sound. Now we put this together with the other layers. Now without it. So this is the low bass. So now let's jump into the next layer. Okay, so here I am with an initialize patch, and the key for the second layer of this sound is to modulate a sine wave with a complex wavetable that creates a growly movement above 1K, like this. So we're going to turn on oscillator B, and we're going to load a wavetable into this. We're going to load Monster 4. And then we're going to scroll through it. Until we get a pretty complex movement. We're going to bring the level of oscillator B all the way down. And then we're going to turn on FM from B. And we're going to assign an LFO into the FM amount. We're going to set the LFO in envelope mode. And then we're going to create a different shape in the LFO. And here we can experiment with the wavetable. like this. Next, we're gonna add a sub and also a bit of noise. And then we're gonna distort these two together. We're gonna add a compressor to add a bit of gain. And then we're gonna add a chorus with high mix and a low pass filter above 2000. And then we can go back into the main tab, bring the random knob all the way down from oscillator A and B, so we get a consistent sound. And then let's modulate the levels of oscillator A and the noise oscillator 2. Let's set it to envelope, and then we'll create a shape like this. And now we can layer this on top of the mid bass. And here on the second bass, you can experiment with different wavetables. Just like this. And this is the key for the sound. So now let's listen to all of it together. And that is going to be it for this sound and also for this video. If you liked it and found it useful, make sure you get subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell to not miss any for future videos. If you like the sounds, make sure you go grab our newest preset pack bundle, Bristol Tech, which is fully loaded of 100 different presets for this type of techie drum and bass. The link is in the description below. Join our Discord and follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.